Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to recap, what was this bowl? Hold on. Look at my computer. It was the Cotton Bowl Classic. The Ohio State Buckeyes beat the Texas Longhorns, 28-14 reaction. Ohio State scores 14 points in the fourth quarter to get the win. They get a touchdown from Judkins and then a scoop and score from Jack Sawyer, Captain Jack. Took a few years for the 5-star, but he finally broke out this season. But the main thing I want to talk about before I give Ohio State their props and give congratulations to their fans, Barney. I just never understand coaches. You get to the 1-yard line. You haven't been able to run Ohio State at the middle of the whole game. You try to once, you fail. Then you try to run a power sweep, fail. You lose like 7 yards. But the other question I was asking myself, why was Archie Manning not in that football game? This is what Texas uses Arch Manning for. It's these short yard runs. And they don't have him in the game at the 1-yard line. I'm not saying run up the middle. But my God, man, you did it one time earlier and you got like 8 yards. I don't get it. There's not... If I'm Arch Manning and if Quinn Ewers comes back, I'm transferring. No way you can fucking come back next year. My God, man. Fucking sideline watching Sark. Okay, a fucking weak-ass halfback toss to a weak-ass running back on the one instead of putting him in the damn game. Maybe the Arch Manning era can officially begin. It sucks, man, for Texas fans. I mean, I want Ohio State to win, but I wanted to see Arch Manning in that football game. I mean, yes, back-to-back years in the semifinals is no joke. And maybe they could have Arch Manning at the helm, whether Quinn Ewers goes to the draft or he transfers. I just hope that motherfucker leaves, because I want to see Arch Manning take this team over. Yeah, making the semifinals is cool, but you lose and don't make the national championship, and in the end, it's still a failure for this season. So, but just first and goal from the 1, game on the line. You pitch it backwards. You need 1 yard, you pitch it backwards, and he gets hit in the fucking backfield. You could have ran Archie Manning 4 times. If that didn't work, so be it. But just terrible coaching, I thought, from Coach Sark. Way too conservative there, I thought. All-time bad play calling. Just don't get it. Am I the only one that wanted to see him run at the 1-yard line? Pathetic coaching from Coach Sark. And the only one he can blame for this loss is himself. I'm sorry. The defense played as well as they could. They were probably tired out from the offense not doing shit most of the game. So, yeah. Just can't believe that. Just bad play calling. They get back-to-back pass interference calls. First and goal at the 1, and that's what they do. Spent past 3 minutes rambling about that. They just couldn't run the football, okay? They just couldn't. They tried to run it with Wisner most of this game. It's 46 yards and 17 carries, which is 2.7 a carry. Tried to run it. Jaden Blue, 4 runs, 16 yards, 4.0 a carry. But, I mean, he did have 5 catches, 59 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Wisner, 6 catches, 42 yards. So you're mostly getting it to the running backs in the second half. Quinn Ewers, I don't know what to think, man. I mean, yeah, he had those 2 touchdowns to Jaden Blue, but I could have had those touchdowns. I mean, that's easy throws to the running back. I didn't like what I saw from Quinn Ewers tonight, man. He has no awareness. I don't know how you don't see Jack Sawyer running at you unblocked. Holds on to the ball too long. He took a few unnecessary sacks. Game 1, I think it was the first quarter. He walked right into it. So this guy has no awareness. And there was a few bad balls he threw to Helm and Golden at points in this game. He went 23 of 39, 283, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and then the fumble, which Sawyer takes for a touchdown. I don't know what to think about Quinn Ewers, man. You just can't script this. Roommates, when Quinn was at Ohio State, Jack Sawyer spoiled the dream, taking that for a touchdown. I don't know, man. Former teammates at Ohio State. That was tough to watch, man, with Quinn Ewers. Coach Sark and I think Quinn Ewers are two guys to blame for this loss. Maybe put Arch Manning on the goal line. I don't know. But he fumbled away their chances, literally. And they end their season 13-3. They outscored 14-0 in the fourth quarter. We are talking about Jaden Blue receiving. Matthew Golden, 2 catches, 51 yards. At points in this game, he wasn't in because of an injury. Helm, 2 catches, 42 yards. Moore, 4 catches, 31 yards. Bolden, 1 catch, 24 yards. Wingo, 1 catch, 22 yards. Isaiah Bond, 1 catch, 8 yards. Man, what a fall off. This dude didn't do shit at Texas. And they scored 7 points in the second quarter, 7 in the third quarter. That's all they scored. OSU, 7 points in the first quarter, 7 points in the second quarter, and 14 in the fourth quarter. 13-2, and they're going to the national championship. So I'll talk more about Texas here in a moment. I want to go over Ohio State's stats here. And congratulations to them Buckeyes advancing the national championship advancing to Natty against Notre Dame. Should be a good championship game. They're a 10-point favorite, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, Will Howard, for most of the game, he really wasn't that great. He didn't really read the field that well tonight, but he did show up when they needed him most. Got a big 4th and 2 conversion when they needed it most. He got it. 24-33, 289, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And they count the sack yards for rush yards. I don't know why. But he had a big run on 4th and 2. Should have been a touchdown. Said he had a Daniel Jones moment. But he came up big in that last drive when it mattered most. To get him an offensive, to get a touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, 9 runs, 36 yards, had 2 touchdowns, including the touchdown that took the lead. Travion Henderson, 6 runs, 42 yards. He didn't run the ball a lot. But that was a big touchdown for the half. Henderson got 75-yard touchdown, a screen pass, 1 catch, 75 yards, and a touchdown. I don't like how little they had Jeremiah Smith in the offense tonight, but a win's a win. Cornell Tate, 7 catches, 87 yards. Wide receiver 3 stepped up big tonight. Igboka, 5 catches, 51 yards. Judkins, 3 catches, 22 yards. G. Scott, 5 catches, 30 yards. Kamarak, 2 catches, 21 yards. And Jeremiah Smith, only 1 catch for 3 yards. I don't know why they didn't target him tonight, really, it felt like. He wasn't a factor at all game, and they won by 2 touchdowns. Well, because they got a defensive touchdown, but still. Yeah, that's their stats offensively, and 2014 is your final. But Ohio State going to the national championship. Congratulations to Barney and any Ohio State fans watching this. Man, two teams, both people have clowned for being losers when it matters most, making the national championship. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't think Ohio State's trailed in these playoffs. Despite not having their best game tonight, they didn't trail at any point. But yeah, that was just hard play calling to watch, man. I know it could be maybe a hot take. I just don't get it. I just don't get why no Arch Manning in the game. Think back to the Clemson game. Sark put Arch in the game on 4th and 1 and he fumbled. Maybe that's why they didn't have him into the game. I don't know. But so instead they had the ball at the 1-yard line and give up a scoop and score. So I don't see that argument. I don't get that argument. They fumbled anyways. I don't know about putting Arch Manning there, but maybe run the ball up the middle. I don't know, but they hadn't been able to the whole game. Or unless Arch Manning, he did take a hit on that one play, unless he was hurt, there's no excuse not to have him in the game there. That second down toss play might have been one of the worst calls in the history of modern college football. Maybe Arch Manning was concussed or something. I don't know. I don't get it. I would put Arch back in if he wasn't hurt. I'll say this again. If he was not hurt, I'm putting him in the game. But that was a horrible play call on second and goal. You do not do a power sweep or halfback sweep, whatever it was, to the outside at that point in the game. That was horrible. But I want to say this again: the mighty, powerful, elite, and untouchable SEC are eliminated from the playoffs. 2 and 3 is a conference, ladies and gentlemen. And to say they deserve more teams in the playoffs. And I guess you can say, oh, they wouldn't have been in that position if Sark wasn't going to start the second half. But I just don't get it, man. They're at the 1 yard line and they pitch it all the way back out to like, I don't know, what was it, the 9 yard line? Embarrassing. And yes, they wouldn't have been back in that game unless he cooked with the play calling in the second half. But I'm not going to give him too much credit for play calling a game that his team scored 14 points. I can't give him credit. He scored, what did they score, 7 points after halftime? I'm not going to spare him. I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt. That was just an awful play call. Still can't believe it, man. He's so funny because if Texas got stuffed 4 straight times, nobody will be saying anything other than the offensive line got mauled. Instead, he did a toss. That's just insane. Trust your offensive line up front. I know they haven't been able to run up the middle, but it's 3 times. And you can say, oh, Quinn fakes the halfback toss, he walks in the end zone. Dude, he's slower than Tom Brady. Dude can't run. I don't get it, man. If you get stuffed on second down, bringing in Arch for the QB run is on the table. The halfback toss literally ended the game. I knew they weren't going to score after that. Just sucks. I don't know. I just can't blame this game on anybody but Coach Sark. Yes, they deserve credit as a team. Like that, they didn't let the players. They didn't let the fans down. It was coaching. That was about to be a completely different game until the coaching screwed them over. And they even took Jeremiah Smith really out of the game. They didn't really target him. So, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I just still can't believe that. That really felt like a Patriots and Seahawks ending, except there was no interception. There was a fumble. But Steve Sarkisian has to take responsibility for that bad play call there at the end. But hey, Ohio State's going to national championship. Can't discredit them. They deserve it. But I just can't believe it. That's just on Sark. But the pitch on the goal line just never works that much. It just doesn't work in really that much, period. Linebackers and defensive backs are just too fast for that type of play. Especially when Arch isn't in the game, not even making the defense think. Because their linebackers and their defensive backs are too fast for that type of play. You gotta at least put Arch Manning there, give him a try, because that dude can run. It's a horrendous pitch call. They deserve to lose. At the goal line. Dude, it's just at the goal line. You just gotta hopefully the Arch Manning era begins, and hopefully he lives up to the hype. And Quinn Ewers can go somewhere else. Go to the NFL, Texas ain't taking this motherfucker back. He's either gonna go to the NFL or he's staying in college with another team. Just I don't get it, but whatever. Congratulations to Ohio State. going to the national championship, play Notre Dame. I know the viewership probably won't be that great, but I think it's going to be a really good championship game. Two good defenses. Quarterbacks are average. Ohio State definitely has a better receiver play going into that, but we'll see what happens. That's all I got to say. Until next time, out. Peace.